This is ABC7 News at 11, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us. Topping our news this evening, cooler weather is making its way to the Suncoast. And let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan to find out when it will feel a little more like fall. Bob?
Well, I'll tell you, it already is. Well, I have my parents down in Northport there in between shows, and we just took a step outside to enjoy it. It's been so long, and this summer has been a long one, and now fall has arrived finally. Back to near normal temperatures right now, 66 degrees. We have clear skies. The dew point is at 60. Winds are out of the north at 5 now. That north wind is bringing in that drier and cooler air. Now we have a secondary front on the way. It'll be here around sunrise tomorrow, and that will usher in the coldest air of the season thus far. Temperatures are into the mid-60s to low 70s. The Gulf water temperatures already cooled a couple degrees because of this recent cold front. These are fairly typical for this time of year. Tomorrow night, different story, as we're expecting lows down into the low to mid 50s. Now you can see some of those low dew points right now. That indicates where the front is. That second front is north of Orlando, south of Jacksonville, south of Tallahassee. It will continue to usher in that colder air tomorrow. Throughout the day, high temperatures only expected to be into the low 70s. Again, get a look at that. Here's the lows for tonight. They'll be fairly close to typical, into the mid 60s to start the day off tomorrow. We'll feel very nice though, because we haven't had much of a normal fall thus far. And then into the low 50s over parts of the panhandle. The highs tomorrow will reach only into the low to mid 70s, so it will be feeling kind of cool as that cold front will move on through and really usher in those stronger winds. All the showers will stay to our south. That second cold front again right there slicing through the northern portion of the state. The first one's way down here already, and that's going to continue to push off the southeast coast. So good news on that front. We also have to watch the tropics. It's not over yet. We're going to update you on this tropical disturbance coming off the coast of Nicaragua right now. Some forecast models are suggesting that it may turn into something down the road. Details on all that coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Bob. We will check back in with you soon. Sarasota detectives are investigating a shooting tonight. The Sarasota Police Department says that officers responded to a shooting on North Links Avenue in Sarasota around 9:15 p.m. Police say the victim suffered non-life-threatening injuries and is in stable condition. Meanwhile, the state attorney's office is now reviewing a case involving a man who shot his 19 and 12-year-old stepsons. Back in July, detectives say the stepfather and the 19-year-old had been arguing when the teen pulled out a gun. His stepfather was also armed and fired back at the teen. Investigators say the 12-year-old was also struck in that argument. The Bradenton Police Department sent the case to the state attorney's office to be reviewed and determine if any charges should be filed. Police say the stepfather was cooperative with investigators and his two stepsons have since been released from hospitals. This evening, a Tampa neighborhood still on edge after 3 people were shot and killed in the past 2 weeks. Police have no motive and no suspects in the murders and are asking the community for their help. At a town hall meeting, Tampa's police chief admitted that authorities are breaking the rules in this case because at this point, all they have to go on is poor surveillance video showing a person wearing a hoodie in the area on the night of the first murder.
As police departments, we don't like to give a lot of information out to people. We're very tight-lipped when it comes to crimes. We have to maintain the investigative integrity, and we've tried to do that. But we also have told more information in these cases than we normally do, because it's about public safety, public awareness.
The only thing linking the murders is time frame and proximity. The victims were killed less than half a mile apart. Benjamin Mitchell and Anthony Nioba were killed near bus stops, while the third victim, Monica Hoffa, was killed while walking to a friend's home. Her body was later discovered in an empty lot. None of the victims knew each other, and police say none of the 3 were robbed. And just a reminder for you at home that if you want to stay up to date on the latest breaking and local news and see alerts on your phone instantly, make sure to download our news app. iPhone and iPad users will need to download the new news app. You can go to our app store and search for WWSB or My Suncoast. Android users will get that new version downloaded automatically. The Manatee County School Board was divided, but a decision was made this evening. It all had to do with a special election on raising property taxes. ABC7's Dwayne Lindo joins us with the latest. Dwayne?
That's right, Jackie. The board approved an additional millage rate on the ballot for the purpose of paying teachers a better wage. Now it's up to the voters to decide.
The motion passes 3-2.
A 3-2 vote that will cost the district $300,000, approving an agreement with the supervisor of elections, conducting a special election in March of next year. Former teacher Linda Boone agrees with the decision due to the lack of pay increases in previous years.
If we cannot compensate our teachers in a more equitable manner, that we are going to continue to see people leaving the profession entirely, leaving the district for other districts where they do compensate their teachers fairly.
Manatee School Board Chair Charlie Kennedy agrees, saying the sole reason for placing the additional millage referendum on the ballot is competition.
We hear a lot about Sarasota County's salaries, and they pay those high salaries, and those teachers deserve it, but they use their additional mill that's been approved now 3 times by Sarasota County voters.
Manatee County Supervisor of Elections Michael Bennett also spoke Tuesday, suggesting the district could save money by moving the question to the primary ballot in August. But it was Scott Hopes and John Colon who opposed the special election altogether. Colon says it's a matter of asking Manatee County taxpayers to pay more than their fair share.
We have just been given by the taxpayers of Manatee County an increase of 0.5% on our sales tax. I think it's imperative that the taxpayers see that we're good stewards of public dollars and that we're doing the things with that money that we said we were going to do.
And according to Boone, now that it will be on the ballot, there should be an amendment stating where the money will go.
I think the public would be willing to give more money for teachers to be paid more or for students to benefit directly. I think what the public is concerned about is that it just will increase the general fund of money and that it will be used for things that maybe the public doesn't approve of or that teachers see as unnecessary.
The district is currently scheduled to hold the election on March 20th, the same exact day that Sarasota County is holding their renewal for their millage that's already in place. Jackie, back to you.
All right, thank you so much, Dwayne. As the collection of storm debris from Hurricane Irma wraps up, contract crews in Sarasota are making their second and final pass through all neighborhoods. Regular yard waste rules have now been reinstated, and any new material should be properly prepared and follow the City of Sarasota residential yard waste rules. You should place material in a container or bundle into 4-foot lengths or less. Now, don't mix material with storm debris, household items, or recycling, and make sure to place leaves and small vegetative debris in a container. When the final pass concludes, crews will have collected 55,000 cubic yards of storm debris. That's almost equal to the amount of yard waste that Public Works crews pick up over 2 years. And Manatee County is setting a strict deadline when it comes to storm debris pickup in their area. If you live in the county and crews have not yet come through your area to pick up the limbs and branches, you must put it by the curb no later than Monday, October 30th. The county says more trucks are now on the road, and if all debris is ready for pickup, the whole process will move quicker. You can also take your yard waste to the Lena Road landfill for free from now until this Sunday. Tonight, a vigil for victims of substance abuse was held in Venice, the drug prevention group NOPE hosting the event at Centennial Park. The gathering honored those who have lost their lives due to drug and alcohol abuse and those who continue to struggle with addiction. NOPE is a nonprofit that provides prevention forums to combat various forms of substance abuse. Well, straight ahead, Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert forecast. Plus, the Senate passing a multi-billion-dollar emergency aid package for disaster relief efforts. And the father of Army Sergeant LaDavis Johnson, who was killed in an ISIS ambush attack, demanding answers about his son's death.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
SRQ Performance Parts provides parts and accessories from over 300 manufacturers, so you can get that new manifold, carburetor, gasket, bolt kit, or nitrous oxide system fast. We'll help you beat the competition. Call or visit SRQ Performance Parts online today for all your high-performance parts and advice.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
When severe weather strikes, trust ABC7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
Do you need a good laugh? Starting November 1st at the Player Center, everything that can go wrong does go wrong in the smash hit comedy Moon Over Buffalo. This wild Broadway series production shows what happens both on stage and off. Contact the Players at 365-2494 or at theplayers.org. The show must go on with Moon Over Buffalo.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Well, Bob, it is going to feel great tomorrow from what you are telling us.
It's already feeling nice. I mean, people are commenting on Facebook right now and social media how great it is out there and how nice it is. So, yes, it's going to feel more like winter tomorrow as opposed to fall. Yeah, low 70s is typically our winter temperatures. So normally around 72 degrees are high in January and February. But this is going to be the first time we're already there that we've had temperatures in the 60s. You have to go all the way back to April 28th for the Sarasota. Yeah. So it's been a long time coming, and it's here. Here's a look at what's happening this weekend, and it's going to get a little warmer by then, but this is for the big Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk, which is always a well-attended event, and Nathan Benderson Park, that's where it is. Saturday, October 28th, the registration at 7, the walk is at 9. The forecast is calling for mostly cloudy skies. Now, there's a chance for a few showers in the morning, but most of the rain that we see over the weekend should be after this event is over. That's what we're hoping for. It will be a little bit breezy, though, on that end, too. So come on out and help raise some money for a wonderful cause. For that, well, speaking of Benderson, this is from Benderson Lake. These are sailboats, model sailboats, and it was a good day for that, at least in the afternoon. The skies cleared, the winds picked up. Barbara getting that one. Nice shot. Appreciate that. And this is a bigger bay. This is off the charts, according to Art Conforti. This particular image that you see right there, the Ringling Bridge. And then the perfect picture perfect, if you will. Norm Schimmel. Norm getting the high-level cirrus clouds as the sun was setting. Again, keep those photos coming to pics at mysuncoast.com. Well, Titan radar picture does indicate still a lot of rainfall down to our south and east, stretching along that cold front that continues to work its way to the south. Now, this will continue to move off toward the Bahamas and down into the Caribbean. And then there's a secondary one back here that will slide through our area right around sunrise. With it, maybe a few sprinkles, maybe a few clouds, but not a lot of rain anticipated with the secondary front, just because the air is so dry out ahead of the front. But not the case right now near Marco Island and south thereof, and along Alligator Alley, some heavier showers and storms blowing up there, but we're not anticipating any significant rainfall here with the passage of that second front. As I mentioned, tomorrow right around sunrise, and that dry air, you see that push of it will stay with us through Thursday. Thursday will be a cool day with highs in the low to mid 70s then as well. Our average high for this time of year right around 84 degrees, so it still stays relatively warm. Our average low is in the low to mid 60s, and we'll see that temperature tomorrow morning. 66 right now. The dew point temperature is what's so nice. It's at 60 degrees. As I said, you have to go back all the way to April 28th. That's when the temperature was at 69 degrees. It's the last time we were in the 60s here. Winds out of the north now at 5, and the pressure 29.96 inches on the pressure. And we'll expect that to continue to rise throughout the day tomorrow. 79 the high. That was a little bit below average. 74 was the low. Our average low is at 65. The record low 45 set back in 1923. We had over 2 inches to almost 4 inches of rainfall yesterday in places along the coast as a result of the cold front, but not that much going on tonight. Wednesday's hourly forecast calling for temperatures in the low 70s right on in through the afternoon. Now, there'll be a little bit of clouds to start the day off. As I mentioned, maybe a sprinkle or two, but all in all, should be relatively dry. Those winds will pick up out of the north and northwest. Small craft advisory is in effect and will stay in effect throughout the day tomorrow and continue more than likely into Thursday morning. Futurecast showing that front fades. The cold air stays around as that low pressure tracks off to the east, and we'll see clear skies right in through Thursday and Friday. Well, down to our south, water temperature is still very warm throughout this region. There's an area of low pressure that appears to be developing, and it looks like it's going to move off to the north in time. The Hurricane Center gives it a 50-50 chance developing over the next 5 days. Not a big threat of becoming a big storm, but it could bring us some heavier showers and storms, especially on Saturday night and into Sunday morning. It doesn't appear that it's going to be too organized at this point, but it does bear watching, so we will watch that. Small craft advisory in effect. Winds will be out of the north at 15 to 20 knots. Seas will be running way up there, 4 to 6 feet. And the UV index will be high at an 11 tomorrow, and the water temperature at 80 degrees. Tides on your screen. The next low tide will be at 11:43, and sunset at 6:53. The forecast looks like this then. Expect a breezy conditions tomorrow, highs in the mid-70s. Thursday staying cool, a very chilly start, low to mid-50s, and then we warm up and a good chance for showers and storms, mainly late Saturday and into early Sunday. And another cold front cools down on Monday and Tuesday. Jacqueline?
All right, thank you so much, Bob. Looking forward to it. The Senate has passed a $36 billion emergency aid package for disaster relief efforts. That measure will refill disaster accounts, provide a cash infusion to Puerto Rico, and bail out the federal flood insurance program so that it can keep paying claims. The 82-17 vote sends the measure to the White House, which says President Donald Trump is expected to sign it. The vote comes as government reserves for disaster response and flood insurance claims are running out. The disaster bill brings the total approved by Congress during this fall's disastrous hurricane season to more than $50 billion. The father of 25-year-old Army Sergeant LaDavis Johnson says he has his doubts about his son's death, and he's demanding answers. Johnson was one of 4 U.S. soldiers killed in Niger earlier this month. Their mission was considered low risk, and authorities say they were ambushed. Johnson was laid to rest over the weekend, and his father says he never saw his body.
How can I sleep at night not knowing if my son living or dead? First of all, I don't even know if he was buried, to be honest with you. That's the way I feel as a father, because me, his wife, no family member, nobody haven't seen a body yet. I ain't right knowing my son might be harmed or anything. Even if they come tell me, yeah, he dead, they can show me a video, they can show me a picture or anything. I'll be all, I won't be all right, but I'll be like, okay, I know he ain't suffering.
LaDavis Johnson also became the subject of controversy when President Trump called his widow to offer his condolences. Florida Representative Frederica Wilson slammed Trump for reportedly telling Johnson's wife that he knew what he signed up for. Meanwhile, President Trump under fire tonight from 2 prominent Republican lawmakers. Senator Bob Corker saying the Trump legacy will be the debasing of the presidency, and Arizona Senator Jeff Flake announcing on the Senate floor that he will not seek re-election. But how will this all affect the Republican agenda? ABC's Lana Zach is following it all from Washington.
The blistering indictment of President Trump by a member of his own party shocked Washington.
When the next generation asks us, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you speak up? What are we going to say?
Republican Senator Jeff Flake announced he would not run for re-election in a stunning rebuke of what he calls the reckless, outrageous, undignified behavior of the Trump era.
And when such behavior emanates from the top of our government, it is something else. It is dangerous to a democracy. Mr. President, I rise today to say enough.
The White House dismissed the comments of both Flake and another Republican Senator, Bob Corker.
I think that they were not likely to be reelected, and I think that shows that the support is more behind this president than it is those two individuals.
Earlier in the day, Senator Corker said that President Trump, who he had supported in the election, failed to rise to the occasion as president.
Do you think he's a role model to children in the United States?
No. The constant non-truth telling, the name calling, the things like, I think the debasement of our nation will be what he'll be remembered most for.
The president fired back against Corker on Twitter, calling him lightweight, and the incompetent head of the Foreign Relations Committee attacking his size and tweeting that the two-time senator couldn't get elected dog catcher. These unbridled critiques from within the GOP actually come at a crucial time for President Trump, who is trying to woo senators on his tax plan. By most accounts, the Republicans can only afford to lose 2 votes. Lana Zach, ABC News, Washington.
Sports is next, but first, here's Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's a look at what some people are calling our show. What kind of stuff do you forget?
Names.
People's names, yeah. Yeah, have you always been good with names?
Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Jimmy, yeah.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Did you know that Sarasota County was the first in Florida to be recognized as an age-friendly community? Whether you're 22 or 82, we strive to be the best place to live, work, and play. A community rich with opportunities and things to do for people of all ages. On Saturday, October 28th, we're advancing this movement with a free community event featuring live entertainment and hands-on experiences. You won't want to miss our entire community coming together for an age-friendly festival presented by the Patterson Foundation.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. Many people with Medicare may be able to get extra benefits and don't even know they're available. You may be able to get dental, vision, hearing, and prescription drug coverage included in your plan. Call the Medicare Coverage Helpline to see if you can get the extra benefits you deserve. The Medicare Coverage Helpline is now accepting calls. You may be able to get extra benefits, including dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jason Buchwald. Making sure you go to the doctor and taking all your medications as prescribed can help protect your health. To make it easier, you may now be able to enroll in a Medicare Advantage plan that includes coverage for dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Help protect your health by choosing the right plan for you and get all the benefits you deserve.
Call to see if you may be able to get extra benefits, including dental, vision, and prescription coverage. Don't miss the annual election period deadline for Medicare Advantage. Call now. Call 800-711-7200. That's 800-711-7200.
Now, sports.
In sports news tonight, Hillsborough County officials have chosen a site near downtown Tampa as its top choice for a new Tampa Bay Rays stadium. Commissioner Ken Hagan says a nearly 14-acre site in Ybor City near the northern tip of downtown Channel District is its top pick. The proposed site is between East 4th Avenue and Adamo Drive to the north and south and 15th Street and Channelside Drive to the east and west. Top criteria for a new stadium was access to fans, and the site sits in a densely populated area of the region. Back here on the Suncoast, 6 high school football players in Manatee County are being punished for fighting after a football game. The Southeast High players are suspended from participating in extracurricular activities for the next 4 weeks. The team members were involved in a fight with players from Wauchula Hardy High School after a game between the two teams ended last Friday night. Hardy won the game, and when players were shaking hands, a fight broke out.
It's a privilege for our student athletes to represent their schools and the school district of Manatee County. And as a part of that, we expect them to act in a way that's supportive of that privilege. And it's all about representing our schools and our community the way that they should be represented.
The suspensions could impact the coming playoff run this upcoming season. And the 2017 World Series between the Astros and the Dodgers kicked off tonight at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. It's the 11th World Series meeting between the two teams with 100 regular win seasons and the first since 1970. The Dodgers took home that win tonight, 3-1. That's a look at your sports. We'll have tonight's winning lotto numbers when we come back.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-813-0109. 1-800-813-0109.
My name's Greg Simone, president and founder of Care to Try. I'm excited to announce that this year we're hosting our inaugural 5K and 1-mile race. In addition, we are attempting to set a Guinness Book of World Records for the most amount of wheelchairs in a race. This is a call to action and we need your help. We'd like to set an environment where everybody's accepted. So please come out and join us and Wheel Unified. The event will be hosted on November 4th, 2017 at Lakewood Ranch CrossFit. Please go to our website, caretotry.org, where there are details for race sign-up.
ABC7 News at 7, weeknights. The Florida Lottery winning numbers are sponsored by Frontier Fios.
Well, take a look at that. This adorable Pomeranian has a sneeze that will make you laugh over and over again. Rue the Pomeranian has almost 6,000 subscribers on YouTube after this video went viral. The video has over 13 million views overall, and the pup's YouTube channel has many more videos of his outrageous sneeze. That'll put a smile on your face.
Yeah, I just watched a whole video, a YouTube video of a bunch of dogs making different noises, and I think that was one of them right there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's pretty cute. Our weather tomorrow, in a word, beautiful. Temperatures will be a little bit on the cooler side. There'll be a breeze out of the north, and it will be kind of chilly to start things off Thursday. You'll have to wear a jacket or sweater to send the kids to school.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.